Hey everybody, so this is Mohammed, Mohammed Minute. So I'm going to talk about the benefits of fasting. You are in this world as a being who is free to do whatever you want, right? So this freedom comes with a price. The price is that you may not be living to your fullest potential because of the endless opportunities that are presented to you. So what you can do to kind of shorten the pressure of society is to look inwards. One way to look inwards is to fast. If you start to fast, you attain this feeling of enlightenment. You can get more stuff done on less, right? Your body starts to eat all of the waste that it's been accumulating, throughout the year or whenever it was the last time you fasted. If you haven't fasted at all, then the benefits are exponentially more for you than it would be for somebody who's been doing it for years on end. So the best way to fast is to first restrict yourself in the basic things. Now this could be restrict yourself from looking at certain things, right? It could be restrict yourself from wandering, right? Controlling your thought processes, controlling what you think about, control that wandering feeling you get when you sit down and you're supposed to study, or when you sit down and you're supposed to be doing something and you start thinking and you start going off on tangents and you end up not really doing so to avoid that, you have to restrict yourself, clear your mind, right? That's the first step. You can have a mute fast, right? So you cannot talk or interact with the world for, let's say, the next 4 hours. That is your fast. You can have, there's varying degrees of the fast you want. So the best way to go about it is to restrict the food you take, because in this world there are endless ways to become gluttonous, right? But there's only a limited way to become true to yourself, to become an empathetic being, right? You want to feel for the next person. What do? You have to fast. You have to clear out your stomach, right? Because a lot of the diseases of the modern man comes from the stomach. And this, you can look at history. The smartest of people have said this, because the truth comes in many forms. So the diseases of modern man comes from being gluttonous, having too much of certain things. So if you cut out what goes in your belly, you empty it out, you use all of your resources, you fast for those 18 hours, right? 18 hours, sun up, sundown. If you can do it and see the difference. Because I have to warn you, some things you have to experience before you talk about. So I cannot show you the results of fasting because I have fasted for quite a long time, so there won't be a real before and after. But perhaps I will find some photos, put them up here. Alright, so anyways, if you want to attain this level of enlightenment, if you want to be happy with everything that you have, right? Because a lot of satisfaction comes from being content, and that comes from within. So if you want to practice this feeling of contentment, you have to fast. You have to build that discipline. You have to practice patience. You have to ignore the demons that may put different obstacles in your way through temptation, through different desires, through having too much of something. It can be a number of different things. So once you practice fasting, the world will open up its true treasures to you. Thank you, sir.